My name is Ryan Vaughn, and I'm a producer on The Sims 4 here at EA E3.
So let's start by talking a little about the technology behind The Sims. How have you guys utilized AMD in building out this game?
Well, new technology always allows us to do brand new things inside the game. Things like allowing our Sims to multitask for the first time, or allowing our players to create our Sims with direct hands-on manipulation. New technology is so much fun because it allows us to expand games in the brand new way.
What were your goals heading into this new game?
We wanted to create an experience that felt familiar, that was still the game that players loved, but it had much more depth and much more personality. A great example is our all-new Sims. They've got rich emotions and really unique personalities that completely changes the way you play the game.
Can you talk a little about the new neighborhood you guys have developed and compare it to what we've maybe seen in the past?
Right, so in previous games we had a huge open world. In The Sims 4 we've got distinct and really unique fun neighborhoods for our Sims to play in. They're really vibrant areas that allow our Sims to connect and sometimes collide in really interesting ways. One of the things I'm most excited about for our neighborhoods though is the ability to live in one neighborhood but work and play in other ones. Your Sims can travel between neighborhoods, they can travel between whole worlds without having to start a brand new game. So there's a lot of fun and a lot of continuity in your stories regardless of where you are playing.
Can you give us a sense of how rich and deep these neighborhoods are, especially compared to things we might have seen in the past?
Yeah, they're really dense, and that is true for the environment, the trees and the houses, but also the Sims as well. New technology has allowed us to fill up these spaces and make them feel more alive, whether it's particle effects in the air or sunbeams coming through trees, or just the amount of Sims that populate these areas. The game and the worlds feel much more alive because of our new technology.
When it comes to the Sims themselves, talk about how these guys and girls are a lot more complex.
Right, so we have really powerful traits in this game that have a deep effect on your gameplay. If you select a specific trait, it's actually going to give you a list of unique interactions that are tied directly to that personality trait. So your Sim's personality, who they are on the inside, has an impact on how you go and play the game. In addition to that, Sims now have emotions. So if a Sim is feeling angry, they're going to have some unique interactions when it comes to working out. They can do sit-ups of fury and actually work out harder because they're so angry, really channel that rage. It's going to allow them to build their athletic skill faster. So you as a player, whether you're a storyteller or an achiever, can leverage who your Sim is and how they're feeling to achieve new things inside the game.
You guys have a very active player base. Talk a little about how user-generated content now has been integrated into the actual game.
Right. So we've got the all-new gallery, and it takes all of the sharing, all of the sense of community that's been alive on the web around The Sims 3, and directly integrates that into the game. So if you're a player that wants to share your content, or maybe go and look for other players' shared items, you simply open up the gallery in the game, find something you like, download it into your game, and it's right there, and it's just that simple with a click of a button. There's no more going to a website and downloading and installing and starting a new game. It's all integrated directly into your gameplay, so you can check out what the community's got to offer without ever missing a beat in your game.
How has your interaction with the actual players impacted the things you guys are doing in Sims 4?
Our player feedback has been huge, and over the last 14 years since The Sims 1 was originally launched, we've done everything that we can to listen to the feedback and iterate it on the game. Things like multitasking, or the ability to adjust wall height, or just some really key examples of the types of details that our players are expecting from this new game. One of my favorites is the ability to adjust foundation height, because in previous games, if you built a house and then wanted to add a foundation, you had to delete the house and start over. But in The Sims 4, you just adjust the foundation height right on the fly, get the perfect size, the perfect level, all right there in the game. Lots of feedback from our players and lots of progress towards it in this game.
What impact does new technology have on inspiring you guys creatively?
The Sims is a really interesting game because it is a representation of life. It's not a real life simulator, because one of the really key aspects of the game is the feeling of escape, to go out and tell stories. So new technology again means new areas for us to expand into, like really focusing on that Sims personality and emotion to create new stories for our players. So being able to go out, take advantage of new technology, and make our Sims not only feel more believable, but give them more opportunities for escape in the same way, is really the best example of how we're taking advantage of all the new tools at our disposal.
And for those gamers out there who are big into PC games, they've got all the sliders all the way to the right on their PC. Talk a little about what that experience is going to be for them with The Sims 4.
So The Sims 4 looks absolutely amazing. It is a vibrant, rich world. There's amazing color. There's, as I mentioned, really cool particle effects. There's the God rays coming through the trees. Your environments are going to look absolutely amazing. The game's going to be super snappy, super responsive. You have a great network connection. You can download and put content into your game just with the snap of your fingers. So it's really fun. But we know we have a huge player base too, and not everybody's on those high-end machines. We're really excited of some of the work we're doing now to optimize the game regardless of what type of PC you have. So regardless of what you're playing, the game is going to know to adjust settings to make sure you get a great experience regardless of what platform you're on.
And on the high end, we're starting to see more and more monitors out there with 4K. Will this support 4K?
We're still working on the exact specifications for the game, but we've done some really exciting tests on the latest monitors. And again, the game is looking amazing. The UI is responding really well to different sizes and dimensions. It's really a large departure from what we've seen in the past. It looks great.